So I've been playing a lot of Red Dead 1 lately. Just been going for the platinum and completing the game. And for everyone that's played Red Dead 1, you'll know that it can get a bit tedious at times, just with how repetitive you've got to be, picking up herbs and what have you. What it's made me want to do really is it's given me that Red Dead itch to just kind of like, play a bit of Red Dead 2. A lot of that is just like me wanting to just like go hunting, stuff like that. So after I've been playing these like long sessions of Red Dead 1 for the platinum, I've just been like hopping on Red Dead Online afterwards. And this is why I wanted to make this video. So I mean, I don't know if I'm alone on this, but whenever I go back to Red Dead 2, I never play the story. Like, as much as I love the story, it's like really cinematic. Online just kind of like, if I want to just play Red Dead for a little bit, I'll just hop online. Because like, if you're in the story mode, you kind of got to get like immersed and what have you. It's just, but I think it's just mainly, Red Dead Online's more arcadey and you can just pick it up and play for a bit. And go on for like, an hour or half an hour or something. And you can just do some hunting and mess around. And you don't have like this big honor system looming over your head or anything like that. It's not time consuming really, it's like low stakes and you can just kind of get into it. So a lot of the times when I play Red Dead Online, it's me going to Emerald Ranch and I'll just like get all the livestock and put it in my big wagon. I just love hunting in Red Dead Online because it's really arcadey and you don't skinning animals is pretty quick and it's really nice that you don't really have to think about the honor system. It's just something that's always looming over your head in story mode, and it's fun to play along with that. But when you're in Red Dead Online, you can just kind of like shoot up a town and you don't really have to think about anything. And it does just feel more relaxed overall. People get what I'm talking about. So what I've found when I've been going on these sessions is that I'll often run into other players, because it's Red Dead Online. But they always seem to be a lot nicer than like GTA Online. It's a different vibe. Players aren't always visible on the map, and it feels more like you're running into like a story mode stranger instead of just running into another psychopath just on your travels. And they just kind of add to the experience instead of like griefing it like you get on GTA Online. Because GTA Online, whenever you're in a session, it literally does just feel like World War III. Like you're just being blown up every other second. And what I've noticed in Red Dead Online is, given the game is like abandoned, it's not a case of if I run into modders, it's a case of when I run into modders. And I feel like that's where the communities really differ comparing Red Dead Online to GTA Online, because modders in GTA Online are just, they will just turn on invincibility and run around and just kill you a million times, and teleport everyone and do all of that stuff, and it's just no fun. So I always end up just playing invite only. But in Red Dead Online, it's just silly stuff really. It's just like they'll go around spawning ridiculous things you'll never see normally. Like you'll get to ride boats down mountains and they'll be spawning in like things that are on fire and just, it's a very immersive game, Red Dead 2. So you don't often get to see this other side of it, this like more funner side. And if you don't like it, you can just leave, which I mean you can say that for Red Dead Online, but if you're not really engaging with them, they will just leave you alone, is what I've seen. They just seem to be there to just have fun now, and that's what the community of Red Dead Online is basically about, because you get people playing GTA Online like it's a full-time job. They're just grinding and grinding and grinding, but with Red Dead Online, you'll play for like 60 hours or something, and you'll have everything. Like, you can only upgrade a horse so much. And that's one of the reasons I stopped playing regularly. It's like, I did used to play consistently with new updates, but I know that the big thing that made me stop playing was you used to be able to log in to do daily challenges, and you'd have this boost for getting gold. And, if you logged in every day, you'd get an increased amount of gold per day. And then that'd stack up to a month, and then it'd just keep it being like, 0.8 gold a day, which is pretty hefty. So I was on that streak for a while, but then at some point they decided to revert, or at some point they decided to change it. So when you got to the month, it would just reset you anyway. So I just kind of stopped logging on. You know, and obviously I've unlocked everything, so I've got the best horse basically, and there's not much more for me to experience in Red Dead Online, but I do just find myself coming back more than GTA Online, just because it's good for just a quick like Red Dead fix, doing a bit of hunting or filling a bit of time. And I am quite worried about the future of Red Dead Online because there have been rumors of a bit of a remake, or probably not a remake, but it will just be a re-release with more bloom and motion blur probably. But it's clear that Rockstar aren't supporting online anymore, and it's just kind of been left on. So it is a bit of a worry that for this upcoming PS5 release that seems to be around the corner, you know, are they gonna remove Red Dead Online? They've done it before with the PS4 release of Red Dead 1, didn't have it in, and you know, while the PS3 Red Dead Online is still up, so I doubt they'd take it down. It's just not going to be many people being able to experience Red Dead Online for the first time, which is just a bit of a shame, just because GTA Online is like so much more profitable. But yeah, I mean that's just what I wanted to talk about today. Be cool to know if you still play Red Dead Online. Did you drop off because the updates stopped? And have you seen many modders? Because I see them literally every time I play. And what's the weirdest thing they've done? Because I've been, you know, surrounded with Madame Nazars and you teleported all over the place.